Ngatia Navarega Dutia Brani Ngatia so Televiro Sinjavano Signore Gineve Janet Ingari Level Televiro Sinjavano.
Today, Sayadaw would like to explain the second Pradhaniyanga factor among those 5 factors of effort through which one can realize the true nature of life and even can observe and get the path and fruition knowledge, realizing the Nibbanic peace. If Sayadaw could get more time, he will go to explain furthermore.
Isabella Hodavara Abba Bazaho Hodi Abba Tango Sama Vivakinia Kania Samanagato Nati Sitaya Nachunaya Majimaya Padanakamaya Yoga Kimia Saraya Asasari Ahnya Jidi Naine Pasca 1 minute Piezo Mira Jamai Kaumima Dudia Singapore.
The Buddha described the second factor in Pali, Appa Badho Hoti Appa Tanko Samavepa Kiniya Gahaniya Samannagato Nati Sitaya Nachunaya Majjhimaya Padhanakhamaya. The short meaning of it is he becomes free from sickness, free from suffering, and he will promoting good digestion, possess the energy which is neither very cold, neither very hot, middle type of digesting system which is enduring to make proper effort for the meditation.
Yurima Zundia Yoga Shini, to the Pia Tilang Nini body, Manajabuya County Yoga Shini, Kuchana Mura Vanina Mamashina. Yoga Chi, who never jamba, who see in the young so that the dream about the young you was our social. Yoga can't have a machine. Could see who should never machine of them. Yeah, go up thing I call about it.
If the people may have various kinds of serious diseases or sicknesses, then for them it is not easy to perform any kind of beneficial acts. Because of the severe sicknesses, their physical strength cannot allow them to do anything. And when their physical condition is not in their favor, then they will get mental trouble itself, and they are getting suffering. Therefore, the Buddha described as the second factor to be healthy and to have good digesting system who want to practice meditation.
ဒီမှာကုကြမ်းမာရေးဆိုတာကကမ္မကြတေဇောဓာတုခေါ်တဲ့ဝါမီမျှဖို့အဲလိုမျှတတဲ့ဝါမီနဲ့ပြည့်စုံဖို့အဲဒီလိုဝါမီမျှတနေလို့ရှိရင်စားရမြအစာဟာအညီမျှကျင့်ရတော့တာပဲတကယ်လို့ဝါမီကနှုတ်နေမယ်ဝါမီကညံ့နေမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အေးကြောက်ပြီးတော့စားရမြအစာဟာမကြည့်ဘူးပြီးတော့ဝါမီကလည်းပဲတိပြီးတော့ထက်လုံးအားကြည့်တယ်ဆိုရင်စားရမြအစာခဏလေးပြည့်ကြည့်သွားတော့အစာထဲ့မပေးနိုင်ဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ဒီပါစကာဝါမီကသူ့ရဲ့ကိန်းရဖြစ်တဲ့အစာအင်းကြီးကိုလည်းပဲလောင်ကျွမ်းသွားနိုင်တယ်ဒီတော့ဝါမီနှုတ်နာလည်းမကောင်းဝါမီထက်လုံးနာလည်းမကောင်းဝါမီထက်လုံးတော့အပူကြောက်တယ်ဒီမှာဝါမီကညတ်တာနေရတယ်ကမ္မဇတေဇောဓာတုခေါ်တဲ့ပါစကာဝါမီဟာဝင်ညတ်တာနေရတယ်အဲလိုညတ်တာနေလို့ရှိရင်ဘုန်းကြီးတို့တရားအားထုတ်လို့ဖြစ်တော့တာပဲတရားထုတ်ဖြစ်နိုင်လောက်အောင်ပေါ့လေဝါမီညတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်လားစမကြီးကောင်းလူလို့ဒီလိုဆိုရတာပါပဲ
The digesting system is called in Pali Kammaja Tejo Dhatu. That means Kamma produced heat element. If that Kamma produced heat element or the digesting system is in well order, then only the person can digest whatever food he may take. If his digesting system is in disorder and the heat which that digesting system possesses, if not sufficient to digest the food, whatever is taken, then that person will get easily trouble or sickness. Again, if his digesting system, especially the heat process, is taking beyond its power, or that means it is very strong enough, then whatever food he may take, it digests easily the food. If he couldn't get sufficient food time to time, then his powerful digesting system may act in opposite way. So because of that also, the person could get sickness. So therefore, the digesting system should be followed as the middle part, or it is in proper order, then only the person easily digests whatever he takes as food, and he becomes free from sickness, and he couldn't have any kind of suffering or trouble. Therefore, he is quite able to practice the meditation, or he can do any other type of beneficial things.
လူရင်းကတော့ပုံမှန်စားတော့နိုင်အားရှိပြီးတော့ပုံမှန်အိပ်လို့ရနေတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဟာကျန်းမာရေးကောင်းတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်လို့ဆိုရမှာပါပဲ
If a person can take regular food and can digest the regular food, and there won't be any kind of problem for him or her, then he is called actually healthy person.
ဒါကဘုရားမြတ်စွာကဒုတိယအကြောင်းတရားအနေနဲ့မိန့်ကြားထားတာဟာတကယ်ဤကံတော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူးအနေကံပါပဲဆိုတော့အားထုတ်တဲ့နေရာမှာကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းရင်အားထုတ်ဖို့ကောင်းတာပေါ့တကယ်လို့ကျမ်းမာရေးမကောင်းစေတာမို့ထိုက်တန်နေရာစားတိုင်းထိုက်တန်နေရာအိတ်လို့ပြောရင်လည်းအားထုတ်လို့ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီမှာတချို့လူနဲ့ကြောက်ဖွယ်ရကောင်းတဲ့ယောဂကြီးတွေရှိနေတဲ့သားနဲ့တော့မှအားထုတ်လို့သမာဓိလူဉာဏ်လူတွေရသွားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေသူတို့ဖြင့်ယောဂကြီးကြောက်သွားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေအောင်းပဲကောင်းတော့အောင်ပါလိမ့်ဘုန်းကြီးတို့ကမ္ဘာဆရာတက်တာပါတော့အများကြီးကြုံခဲ့ပါတယ်
But the second factor is not the permanent factor. It can be changed in another way also. Especially when one can have the proper digesting system, and he or she can easily digest the food, as well as he could have sound sleep most of the time. Then it is one of the factors to have as the important factor for the practice. But sometimes some people who have serious type of diseases, even at the time, if their mental state is quite strong enough, they can practice meditation and they get what result they have to gain. Sayadaw says that in the record of Sayadaw's own experience, there are so many meditators he had experienced who had the very, very serious type of diseases and sicknesses, but when they practiced meditation, it was actually a strange, amazing experience that those people even got free from such severe diseases through their practice. So therefore, this second factor is not actually hold on all the time, but generally when one becomes quite healthy, then he can practice meditation compared to the sick one. But even at the time of sickness, if he or she may have strong devotion and he or she tries to practice, so that he or she can get what result he or she may need to gain.
အဲဒီပြောသွားတဲ့ယောဂအမျိုးမျိုးတွေကရှိဥစွာဒီဒီယောဂပြောက်သွားပုံလေးနည်းနည်းအတူချုပ်ပြီးတော့ပြောပြရစီ
Among those yogis who have various diseases and who came to practice to Sayadaw's meditation center, some examples Sayadaw would like to illustrate here. I would like to say especially the person who had the TB.
TB yoga, no doubt they are called yoga, so Kabbalatini, Kula Kuta yoga. The same and TB yoga, she say up. We need to yoga. New Tower. Take out marriage or chocolate fountain or sugar. Atali yoga king. Yamari Boku in it, yoga, the Yodiaso. Yaduda will never yoga. Nebu yoga, how can Tabi the teacher, how Chowing so we do. Really parallel. We are social adapted. We don't need a chowlet. You need a tajani that the Yavati to have a cheek. What a hole and chowsonia. Who is around your arm? Now, never more be there, Hajara. You are the leader to be yoga, Shima. What about yoga? Gain it, Jamma Boku in a way of she said later, but you never let her on Hoku. Never come solution to a dear Atoko Yama Hoto. He wanted to teach you show her so we are. Jamma Boku has come to a winner by it. To yoga level, the only nature, Yellow body. Say, you let it, shall you in that cook. Manila, Kulu, Madera, not so they will see that. They don't see, come out the India, so we don't. Layabilla, the Tia, Atopay. Since I was a kind of she never said that you are the Atom, never can never can she never to wounded on the Chantoya family body. They shall have a boy, I'm not in at another. Do deep down. Chayogi in the Miovan Atokiva. You are at the man to do 2 weeks of it or Sonda Atodo. A very young duty got 2 Chayaji, Jenenge, by 12 hours, Killer. I want to carry the town low on solo. Yoga never seems to have that. Now, you that fellow say and say when you don't be the Piade Kava to yoga, seems to be to a TV book, lower, pinball is a job. Only a token of favor. Era yoga job.
Everybody in this world knows how serious type of disease is the TB, and it can easily spread to others, and so other people also can easily affected because of the TB sickness. And once a gentleman about the age of 50 or 60, though he had TB himself from several years, he came to the meditation center as a healthy person. He didn't describe that he had such serious disease. And he was practicing meditation. At that time, his room was very near to Sayadaw's room, and he had to take care of him. And 2-3 days later, in the evening, he was coughing very strong way. And when Sayadaw heard the non-stop coughing, at that time Sayadaw went to look after him. And even he couldn't speak to Sayadaw because of the severe, strong coughing. And later, when Sayadaw saw his situation, and he knows that, he knew that that person has had some type of serious disease. And later, the gentleman himself told to Sayadaw that he had such and such disease. He didn't describe about his disease, because if the center would know that he had serious disease, they might not allow him to practice, and he might lose such beneficial opportunity to practice. So that's why he didn't tell anything when he first came to the center. But now Sayadaw also had already knew I had this TB disease. Being a diseased person, I have to die one day. Therefore, through my practice, I might have good death compared to the ordinary death. So therefore, during the practice, if I might die, my life might not be unwholesome. So if I would be the unfortunate person, I might die through my practice. If not, there would be some satisfaction in my mind that during my lifetime I had practiced meditation, which was the actual benefit for my life. And when Sayadaw heard about his history, then due to the compassion towards him, Sayadaw allowed him to stay there and practice there. But Sayadaw kept him separate, and he practiced very diligently. Later he got higher knowledges actually, and when he left the center, at that time actually his TB was well cured. When he went back to his home, he later went to check up to the doctor, and when the doctor checked him up, the doctor found that his TB disease was already cured. No, there were no more germs found by the doctor.
နောက်ယောဂကြီးကြောက်ပြီးတော့သာသနာ့ရေးသာပြန်ပြီးတော့သွားဘုန်းကြီးကမှားလိုက်ပါလေဆရာဝန်သွားပြတာမှာဆရာဝန်ဘာပြောမလဲဆိုတာကိုသိရအောင်သူနေရာပြန်ရောက်တဲ့အခါကျတော့အဲဒီသူဆရာဝန်သွားပြတော့ဆရာဝန်ကထုံးစံတိုင်းစကြည့်တဲ့အခါကျတော့ဘာယောဂမှမရှိတော့ဘူးရှင်းနေအခုဒီကကြီးကအသက်ရှင်းနေပါကျန်းမာရေးတွေပါလေတော်တော်ကောင်းနေပါအဲ့ဒါနှစ်ပေါင်း20ကျော်လောက်ကအဆိုင်ယောဂပေါ့လေဆရာဝန်ကခွဲရမယ်လို့ပြောထားတဲ့အဆိုင်ယောဂတော့မှအောင်းဝင်ကောင်းတော့ပြောသွားပါတယ်
And there was another gentleman who had the disorder of digesting system, especially I think, Shadow, could I say it as ulcer? Gastric? Gastric, Shadow said, gastric disorder, and he had a mass, very hard, hard type of ball in his abdomen, and that disease, he had that disease for 20 years. And he also, when he went to the doctor, eventually to check his gastric, and the doctor told him that he had to operate it as soon as possible. And he thought himself, if I had to operate it, then if because of the operation and my lack of fortune, if I would die, then my life would be something different. Why I shouldn't go first to the center and practice meditation when I will get satisfaction through that practice? Then if I had to operate it, I would do it. So thinking that thus, he went to the center, and he started to practice meditation. After 7 days, he had a great trouble because of the lump, that ball-like substance, and it was giving him a serious pain. And because of that, he thought he might not be able to practice. So he came to Sayadaw and requested him to permit him to go back to the home. And Sayadaw very easily allowed him to go back. But Sayadaw says, again inspired him, if it would be possible to stay here and to practice further more days, and you could see it if you have patience. And again he thought, yes, that idea could be workable. So he dismissed his previous thought, and he started to practice again. And after 2 weeks, Sayadaw says, on the 18th day, he had a great pain because of that ball-like substance in his stomach, but he tried so hard to observe that painful sensation. Later, he found that the ball was burst away, and the whole body filled with heats coming out. And he was sweating like he was taking bath himself. You see? So in that way, when he felt that the ball was already burst away, and through that bursting, all his painful sensations were already gone away. And he practiced very well and got good experience through the practice. And after his practice, Sayadaw said him, when he was ready to go back to his home and to check with the doctor, as Sayadaw had told him to check with the doctor, as soon as he went back to his home, he went to the doctor to check his gastric disease. And when the doctor checked him, the doctor was so surprised that the ball which he had before wasn't already there, and his gastric was well cured again. And that gentleman still alive, Sayadaw says, still alive, and he is quite healthy now.
ဒီတော့ high blood pressure ပေါ့သွေးရောဂါကြောက်တာတွေလည်းရှိပါတယ်။နေ့20ကျော်ကျော်သွေးရောဂါဆွဲနေတဲ့မျိုးသမီးတယောက်ဝိရိယတော်တရားထုတ်ပါတယ်။အဲဒါတော့သမာဓိဉာဏ်လေးတွေထိတ်တန့်ဉာဏ်ဖြစ်လာတဲ့အခါဝိပဿနာဉာဏ်လေးတွေဖြစ်တာပါဝေဒနာနဲ့အတူတွဲပြီးတော့ပေါ်လာတာ။ဒီကသွန့်ခွာရမလောက်ပေါ်ဒီလောက်ထိကျင်းထလာပါတယ်။ဒါမှမဟုတ်ဒီမှာကြီးနေနေရတော့သိရင်သိပါစေဒီတရားမရရင်တော့ဒီကကမပတ်ဘူးဆိုတဲ့အနေနဲ့သူသားသမီးတွေလာပြီးတော့အင်ဂျင်နီယာတွေလာပြီးတော့ခေါ်တာတော့လိုက်မသွားဘူးဒီကမှပဲအသိခံမယ်ဆိုတဲ့အားထုတ်တာအားထုတ်တော့အမတ်တွေကနိုင်နေလာတော့ညာလည်းပဲထူးခြားခြားကြီးတက်လာတာကောင်းစီကအကျော်ပြင်းပြင်းသေးသေးလေးရတယ်ဒါလည်းကိုစက်ထွက်မတတ်ပဲချက်ချင်းရတဲ့ခါလဲတည်သွားမလားထင်ရတော့ဘူးအဲ့ဒါလောက်ကြီးကျင်းထားတာနိုင်ခါချိုးပြီးတဲ့စိတ်နဲ့ဖိမှတ်တဲ့ခါကျတော့အဲဒီတကူလုံးကချွေးခေါင်းကချွေးတွေပေါ့အပူကြီးထွက်ပြီးတော့သွားတာဒီရောဂါမရှိဘူးအဲဒီရောဂါအရှင်းကိုပြောသွားတာပဲတရားထုတ်ခင်ကဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဆရာဝန်ကြီးခဏခဏအဲဒီယောဂအတွက်သွားရတာမတက်တာတော့တရားထုတ်ပြီးမှပဲဆရာဝန်ကြီးသွားရတာတက်တာလားအဲတော့အမှန်အခုရတဲ့ဒီရောဂါများလည်းပဲ
And another example Sayadaw is describing to us. There was a lady who had very strong high blood pressure, and he had to go to the doctor to check his high blood pressure now and then. When later, when she found that her high blood pressure was taking seriousness, and she thought it would be better to go and practice meditation during that period. If I have to die, let me die there. So having such strong determination, she went to the center and tried to practice it. While she was practicing and she got some knowledge of insight, the previous disease started to show its power. And she was so determined that she observed the painful sensation with great effort. Sometimes even she felt that her nerves and veins would be broken away into pieces. But she was so determined that she tried to note it and note it and note it. Thereafter, she could overcome the noting And when once her pressure got so severe state that she felt that she would die immediately because of the because of the nerves were, it seemed that the nerves and the veins were breaking into pieces immediately. So severe was the pain. And her pressure was actually taking high rate. So high, it is Sayadaw said that if she would be in ordinary state, she could die immediately because of the what is called the nerve damage. Can I say in that way? Yes, because of the nerve damage. And her families tried her to take back to her home, but she refused to go back to home, to her home, and she said, "If I had to die, I would die here. I didn't go back to my home." So she remained there and practiced meditation, and actually that high blood pressure, which could take her life, was easily cured. And later, when she went to check up again, and there also the doctor